It is 11 o'clock on June 24th. I'm in the brassica cage. Where you see a stick, I've put some direct sown, some not broad beans, some tongue of fire bush beans. They're like a borlotti, quite tasty. But I direct sowed them in here, so hopefully we'll get a later harvest once all the other bush beans have been harvested. And all underneath all of these, I am putting some carrot pellets. That's the variety we're using. And little white dots are all the carrots. So I just left the dots so you could see them. And then I used a stick to mark where I was putting them. So hopefully we'll get some winter carrots. I'm not positive, but gardening is nothing, as I've always said, if not fun to try. So we'll see what happens. It's 11 o'clock. It's 20 degrees in the poly greenhouse. We have shade cloths and tarps all over everything on this side because everything just gets like to 50 degrees in here and burns. So I don't want that to happen. I'm checking on my aubergines. They are, who knows. Only ever grown aubergines once and it didn't work out very well, but they've got flowers. I'll pull out the suckers. But what I wanted to show you was my chili flowers. Aren't they pretty? I should probably stop touching stuff because I'll probably break them. But you can see the pollen falling off them. So those are the purple mirasakas, I believe. And these are corbaci. There we go. Anyway, marigolds are coming out. Tomatoes are getting tall. Suckers that I planted are doing okay. Melons are melons. Teddy bears and garlic chives. I'm not sure where I'm going to put the garlic chives yet. I'll have to figure it out. But my complaining about the cucumbers, and all they wanted was some sunshine and some warmth, so they seem to be doing okay. I've put this one down here, and I'll try and climb it up that pole there with some string. And I might put two of them outside in the brassica cage, which I have put an extra cover on because it's really hot in there. Okay, it's that time of year when it's spare body parts, spare bed parts, I should say. Oops, there are no spare bodies buried in my yard. The poles, I put the poles in first, so then I don't have to poke anything else. But if I put them in, it gives me the ability to space. And then I'll put my beans in, and then I'm gonna run some carrots again in between these, because all of this stuff's just, what the hell, if it grows, it grows, if it doesn't kind of mentality. But look at the color of these, whatever these things are. It's hard to imagine how purple that is, but look at the veins. They're just gorgeous. And then I'm gonna top my sprouts today because they're like 3 feet high, and if I don't top them, I won't get any good sprouts off them. So I'll do that today as well. Beans are going in. Okay, I learned this trick from somebody on YouTube, one of the gardeners I watch, and I'm honest to God, I don't remember who it was. It might have been Steve at Green Side Up, and if it was, I apologize for not remembering, but I will put your details in the description, as I always do. The brassicas or anything you pick, if they might have little bugs and things on them, throw a little bit of salt on there. Just don't tell Gerald, he's very anti-salt. And then fill it up with some cold water, and anything that's on there should get killed in the salt water. Just a little trick. And last but not least, before I go inside, because it's the noonday sun and it's just frickin' roasting, is they had a butterfly package on for $8 at Home Depot, my local Home Depot. And I've always wanted one of these. I bought a regular elder a couple of years ago. I gave it to my sister-in-law. I didn't like it. It was spreading like a weed. This one is a black lace elder. So we'll see. I got to get a nice pot for it though. And because we have kind of a built-in trellis where the old roof line used to be in the cage, I'm just going to try, because I've got so many of them, some cucumbers in here. So put one in that corner, one in that corner. I've got spares because this one down here doesn't look so hot, but we'll see how it goes. So that's the 2 cucumbers, green apple and crystal apple. So it's ladybug time. I'm going to release them into the cool of where the flower beds are. Basically what you do is just open the bag and they'll all come out when they feel like it. But it's cooler over here. It won't. This is the coolest part of the yard, and they won't get oops, sorry, I'm trying to open a bag and hold you at the same time. They won't get too hot over here. But say hello to the girls. Hello, girls. And then I'll just put the bag down here for them where it's cool in the shade, and hopefully nothing will eat them all. And there we go. Run, girls, run. Find a place to hide that's cool. These are the tiny pine berries. This is a normal strawberry. So now you can see why I'm not going to grow the pine berries anymore. They're cute, but they're useless. Because it's getting a little warm, and these things look like they are getting a little woody. They're only supposed to be really tiny. I've harvested all of the, I believe they are Parisienne carrots. I'll put the label in later. But we've harvested these, and we'll plant some winter variety, Winter King, to put in the polytunnel later. Super hot out here, so sorry, that's my shadow. Harvest 99.9%, except for the triplets. So we'll leave them for the bunnies. Sunday morning, the 26th, I believe. It is 8:30 in the morning and 19 degrees in the polytunnel. Everything's doing fine. Probably have to water the tomatoes again later. I'll check. Most of the cucumbers I put outside. This one I strung up, and hopefully it'll be doing okay. Nothing else in here has changed, but nothing says summer like calendula. They are so gorgeous. They're absolutely stunning, shall I say? Shall I use the word stunning? I won't use the word pop. How's that? Purple peas need picking. These ones you can pick as pods, or you can shell them. More calendula, they are everywhere. But this, look at this. Look at the size of this poppy. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful. Gotta come out and deadhead my peonies. Yep. Fantastic. And then a quick check of the peas, and they are pretty much getting there. Not quite ready yet, but the yellow ones are due for pods, but these ones are the shelling peas, purple ones and green ones. Sugar snap and purple something. Purple mist, I think. Okay, so it is 30 something degrees and roasting hot, and my carrots are not liking this. They're dying, they're shriveling. I've given them good water and hopefully they'll come back again, but I hold no hope for them. It is just ridiculously freaking hot, and it's only June. Morning is 8:30 in the morning on the 27th. We had a nice little bit of a heat day yesterday, and this is what happens in one day. This is my Japanese willow, variegated. It'll come back. It does every year. It's like a weed, but still, the poor thing gets frazzled. So I might have to move it this year. I think it's just needing a bit more of a shady spot. But yeah, that's the heat. And just some more of the poppies are opening. They're so pretty. These are self-seeded from last year. I put a whole pile of different varieties in here. Tall, short, in between. Sorry, Son of Sam dogs are at it again. Calendula. Cucumbers are doing really good. These are my outdoor cucumbers. I forget what they're called, but I'll find the label for them and let you know. But they're doing okay. They've got Come on, let's get in there. Get in there. Where are you? It's hard to do this sometimes. There you go. First cucumber. Tiny, yes, I know, but at least it's a cucumber. Peas. Oh, we're not even going to go there. There's so many. I need to harvest some more and more. Tomatoes are doing really good. Marigolds are coming out. It's going to be another hot one today, but apparently today will be the last super hot day for this part of the year, hopefully. I don't like heat. Don't do well in it. I'll show you my uglies later when I go up on the porch, because these are mostly the good. Beans are going crazy. Sunflowers are about 4 feet tall. Not doing so bad this year. Everything dries out so quickly in this heat. Corn is doing really, really good. I am shocked at the corn, how high it is. Oops, sorry. Knee high? You betcha. Ugly knees. Brassicas bursting out of their cage. Beans, no shows yet. Spinach needs harvesting again. Still no lilies. I bought myself another trellis for 20 bucks. It's a candle holder, but it's a 3-piece. It folds out like a room divider. I don't need the candles, but it's kind of cool. So I'll paint it and put it out for something to climb next year. It's kind of neat. Squashes are all doing really good. Tomatoes are not so bad in this sun. And way back there is my first tiny zinnia. Those are from seeds from last year. And a spider. Sat down beside her. The ugly. The radishes died. They were only in the heat one day, and they died. These are the bad. As I said in another video, I'm not growing these again. They take up too much space. They require too much care and attention. And they just don't produce fruit. And then what's the other? There's another ugly as well. My carrots. Some of them are trying to attempt to come back again, but again, one day of heat and they're all dead. So, yeah, one day. But nothing I can do about the heat. I do try and keep them watered. Radishes are doing good though. These are my radish takes. Cherry Belle and French breakfast. Spring onions, again, didn't like the heat. Only one day. We had one day so far of heat. But it is nothing I can do. Hopefully it won't last for a long time this year. And it'll cool down. And on another note, my little top hat tomatoes. Give them a tickle. My top hat tomatoes are getting flowers. They're like about a foot tall. That's as tall as they get. So we'll definitely be growing them again as patio tomatoes next year. So it is afternoonish. Oh, actually it's not. It's 9:30. I lied. I'm doing some Autumn King carrots. These will stay in this pot in the polytunnel for the winter, fall and winter. They're standard, just a standard long carrot. And then we're just going to shake some, one-handed, shake some nice soft soil over top of them. I won't give them any fertilizer because they really don't need any. But what I will do is once they start popping up a bit, I will probably put some more soft soil on top. There we go. That's another job done today.